everyone, you are welcome back to NG Styles Kitchen. So as you can see from the title of this video, we are making some cheesy beefaroni today. So to make this, we start by parboiling the elbow macaroni that we'll be using. So I'm going to cook this for about 7 to 10 minutes until it gets a little bit soft. So after 10 minutes, as you can see, I went ahead and pour it out in a coriander so that it can drain out the excess water properly while we prepare the sauce for the beefaroni recipe. Yeah. Alright guys, so to make this sauce, we start by adding some vegetable, just a little vegetable oil in a dry pot. Allow it to heat a little, then go ahead and add some diced onion. I'm going to go ahead and fry this onion for about a minute or two. Okay. So after frying it, I'm going to go ahead and add 2 teaspoons of garlic, ginger, and lime paste. It's optional. You don't have to do this. Okay. So I'm using garlic, ginger, and lime paste here. So I'm going to go ahead and fry it for about a minute or two or so. Okay. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and add some diced tomatoes. Yeah, you can use tomato puree, you can use tomato sauce, you can even use the pasta sauce if you want, but I don't want this to be too reddish, or I don't want too much tomato in this recipe. I want it to look a bit, like white and like fried. So after frying the tomato for about 10 minutes or until the water dries up, I went ahead and add my ground beef. I am using about 4 pounds of ground beef here. You can use less, you can use more, but I want this to be very cheesy, beefy. That's why I'm using 4 pounds. So I'm going to go ahead and season it with some spices and herbs. Don't worry, I'm going to list the names of the spices and herbs I am using here under the description box. So make sure to check the description box. So after that, I went ahead and add some yellow habanero pepper. Add about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Okay, it's optional. You don't need to do this if you don't have soy sauce. It's optional, but I love it in my food anyway. So I went ahead and continue cooking the meat until the meat is well cooked. As you can see here, you can see the meat is well cooked. So at this stage, you can see some oils laying around in that pot. If you don't like much oil in your food, please at this point, before seasoning it any further, go ahead and scoop out some excess oil. But for me, I love that oil because I don't want my beefaroni to be dried. Yes, I want it to be moist. Yeah. Okay, I went ahead and seasoned it with some seasoning cubes. I'm using, what's the name, I think onga crayfish. So after that, I seasoned it again with some seasoned salt. You can use ordinary salt if you don't have seasoned salt. Then before you season your food, please make sure you test so that you don't put too much salt in your food. So after that, I added some green and red bell pepper diced, and followed by some spring onion or scallion. So I'm going to go ahead and mix them properly until everything is well combined. Then after that, I added some mixed vegetables. That is, I have diced carrot, sweet corn, some pea and green beans. Yeah, that's what I have here, as you can see. So mix everything properly. Allow it to cook for about a minute. Then I went ahead and introduced the previously parboiled elbow macaroni. Yeah, you can use any pasta of your choice for this recipe, but here I'm using elbow macaroni. Then I'm gonna go ahead and mix everything properly until it's well combined. We need the beef and the macaroni to combine properly. So after mixing it properly, leave it to cook for about 2 minutes or so, then take it off the heat. When you take it off the heat, we go to the next stage, which is transferring it in a baking pan. As you can see, my baking pan, I already sprayed some coconut butter all over the pan to give me some little coconut flavor in the dish. So after that, I went ahead and scooped in the beefaroni into the pan. This is the first layer. I'm going to lay it to cover the bottom of the pan. After that, then I went ahead and sprinkled some mozzarella cheese on top. This is optional. If you don't like cheese, skip it. You don't need to add cheese. If you don't like mozzarella cheese, go ahead and use any type of cheese you like. But for this recipe, I am using 2 types of cheese. As a matter of fact, maybe like 3 types of cheese. So here I am sprinkling some mozzarella cheese. After covering the first layer with mozzarella cheese, I went ahead and lay it again, like scooping in the beefaroni on top of the cheese. That's the second layer. I went ahead and did the same thing again, then do the last layer. So just keep doing it. So this is the last layer. On the last layer, I'm going to go ahead now and sprinkle some cheddar cheese. You see, I say you can use any cheese you have at home. I'm using what I have at hand. You don't have to go running to the store to buy. If you know anyone you have at hand, you can use. Even if you don't have cheese, go ahead and make your dish. It still tastes very delicious. This is the most delicious meal and fast food you can prepare at home, you know, when you are hungry. So after sprinkling the cheddar cheese, I just went ahead and, you know, garnish it with some fresh parsley leaf. You know, everything is optional. You know, just do it the way you love. If you know what you like, you do. Choose your ingredients. So don't mind that one cheese I put there. That's American cheese. I just put it in the middle, but it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bake this for about 10 to 15 minutes or until the cheese have fully melted, just like so. As you can see here. Okay, so this is after 15 minutes. The food is ready, and I'm going to be serving this with some ribs. See, some oven grilled ribs by the side. Who is hungry? Oh my goodness. So just dishing the food out because I can't wait anymore. I'm so hungry. I need to eat. So this is it, served with some oven grilled ribs by the side. This is natural ribs. That's what I use here. And that is it. The food is ready. Very easy, quick, and so delicious. You need to try this dish and you will never, never, never go hungry again, or you continue hungry. See you guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.